Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Finds room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. That one caught Devon Vele. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs. And now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
They'll run the draw with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. To the pylon, he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Raiders. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He fumbled the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. A carry here for Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught left side by Burton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now Brown. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They'll throw here on 3rd and... the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. To throw is Burrow. The ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
Wes Watkins going to bring it back. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Over the middle, that's Burton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first down, Burrow. On the move, past the 40. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
That's complete to all the tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on our initial Sunday night telecast of the season as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts.
One, ready?
Back to throw, Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And they will finally run him down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Quick throw here is complete. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the...
He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. It's
a gain there of 26 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Watkins motioning over. On first and 10, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll go right and find his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Tight end going in motion here. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. Room up the sideline at the 45. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, timeout Vegas. That is their second. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And that is incomplete. Geno Stone that time. All over him in cover. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go. Here we go.
Watkins motioning over. Burrow now to throw on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Brown. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Man in motion here is Tucker. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Back to the air one more time. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here it is, fourth down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's first and 10. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all three timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E.